Welcome back to indigomusic.com once again, and we continue to celebrate Women's Day with fun young women. And I have a very special guest joining me all the way from Delhi. And she's fun, she's young, and she's an extremely talented bagpiper. And in fact, the only female professional bagpiper doing it in the country. Archy J, aka the Snake Charmer, joining me today. Thank you so much for joining us on indigomusic.com.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. And Archie, look, we have spoken before. I think this was about 6 years ago. This was before you became a YouTube sensation and a YouTube superstar, and all the millions of views did not exist back then. You were just starting out, but you always had so much drive. I remember talking to you, in fact, a few times saying, hey, Archie, what are you doing? And you're always busy, always working hard. So it finally paid off. Hard work does pay off, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I think persistence does, and hard work does. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe it's been like, really? Has it been 6 years? Probably a little lesser, but then it was surely a time where I was starting out and, you know, like things weren't the way it is now. And, you know, the whole journey has been exciting though, you know.
Right. And also tell us about Snake Charmer, the name. How did you come about with that name, and why are you called the Snake Charmer?
Okay, so the story about that is that when I was getting into the whole bagpipes world and becoming a piper, I found out that every bagpiper, like a lot of these known bagpipers, always had a name, you know, this, or, you know, this piper, that piper. And I was like, okay, what's my stage name gonna be? And, you know, what am I gonna name myself? And I thought a lot of names to go with something, you know, like Dash Piper or this Piper, but then nothing really fit. And then I, you know, like it just came to my mind, just the fact that India is so known and related to when it comes to snake charmers and snake charming. I was like, how about like the Snake Charmer? Because at the end of the day, this is a wind instrument. And if I use the name, the Snake Charmer, it will serve a huge purpose of representing my country and bringing the eastern side to the Western world, and which is what I majorly wanted to do. And what I wanted to do with that name is to give it a very modernized element and outlook for people who don't know much about India to look at, hey, you know, so this is also what you call a snake charmer, or, you know, here's a modern version of what you know of India as like the land of snakes and snake charmers. So here's like a modern, you know, punch in the face kind snake charmer for you. So that's why I thought it was pretty apt. And probably the word charmer was kind of nice, feminine for me personally. I thought it fit. So that's how the name, the Snake Charmer, came into existence for me.
Well, you mentioned you wanted to showcase the eastern side to the Western world, and it looks like that's exactly what you managed to do, because if you go through some of your YouTube videos, millions of views firstly, so kudos to that. But also, if you look at the comments section, a lot of the comments, about 85% of the comments are coming from outside the country. So why do you think you connected with the Western world so much?
I think, first of all, it was a choice of the instrument that I picked up. And it wasn't intentional. Probably my intentions were to like become popular here in India. But then, you know, certain things you can't control who your audience would be. And it was also my initial song choices. I started off with songs like AC/DC, Game of Thrones. And, you know, these were some of the vital videos of mine that picked up, that became really popular. So it was just like a snowball effect, you know. It started to grow from a certain area, which was in the Western side of the world. And then it had like that snowball effect, and more people from that region started engaging in my videos. And to this day, most of my viewers and audience is from like North America, Europe, and things like that.
Yes, it really does show in the videos, like I said, on YouTube. And do you also love haggis? Is that something?
No, like I did go to Scotland and I tried the haggis, and yeah, I mean, it was different. You know, I won't say I loved it or I hated it. It was just different to my taste buds. I think I need like more rounds of the haggis too. like decide.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
I'm sure it's an acquired taste, and
yes.
people have definitely acquired Archie the Bagpiper. People have a taste for your music these
I
days.
hope they have.
Actually, but tell me, I mean, YouTube, you started off on YouTube, and like I said, I mean, you have so many views, millions of views, and you seem to be a YouTube sensation. Did that take time? Were you an instant hit? How did it all happen?
So it definitely took time for me. Perhaps the initial few videos pushed me at a little more faster pace, which is purely because what I was doing was different and people were curious about what this is. Now to keep that push going and keep that like keep people to talk about you and keep them interested with your work was a lot of working consistently, persistently towards my music. So I don't think I have become like an instant hit on any of my songs. I wish and I hope that happens someday, that I just blow up on the internet and next thing you see is like I'm sitting on the top of the charts or something. So that is something I would call like an instant hit. But past 6 years that I've been playing, I think, and maybe 5 or 4 that I've been putting videos consistently. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of like thinking, a lot of planning, and a lot of persistence. That's what.
All right. Well, it's all paid off for sure. Like I said, I mean, you definitely have it going on YouTube. Also, talking about the things that you've already accomplished, you just won an award yesterday from the Indian National Bar Council, and
Yes.
Phenomenal She. You're now officially a Phenomenal She. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this is the second award that I have won, and it's both of them have been a surprise. At first of all, how do you even know about me? Like like these government bodies which you don't expect to know about you. But it's great. It's been phenomenal. Like the title of the award, they awarded 100 women who they think have been doing something substantial in their fields, and I was lucky and honored to be one of them. So yes, I just got awarded yesterday and still finding place to put that somewhere.
All right. And must be fantastic to win that one day before Women's Day. And of course, here we are celebrating fun young women on indigomusic.com for a fun young India. And I've got Archy J with me, aka the Snake Charmer. And it's also time for a rapid fire round right now. So the Snake Charmer, I hope you're ready for this one. Yeah.
I am ready.
All right. All right, let's go. Name one country you will love to perform in.
Okay, I think it would be the United States, just for the fact that so many of my audience is there, and I would just like to engage with that, in a live setup. Yeah.
All right, lovely. The American dream, yes, I think it's still.
I mean, such a common country to take the name of, but then I just had to be honest. Okay, that is it.
Absolutely, absolutely. An artist you would love to collaborate with?
Oh, definitely Lindsay Sterling. She's the popular violinist. Yeah, for sure.
All right, lovely. The best moment you've ever had on stage?
When when I played my songs without any mistake, which I thought I will, and also the fact when all these audience that I was completely not expecting would respond to my music, my instrument, went kind of bonkers for it. So yeah, the both combination of those things.
All right. The best compliment you have ever received from a fan?
So there was this email that I received, which really touched me, was of this woman whose husband was in coma, and he basically passed away after a few days. But she wanted to write to me that throughout his coma and things like that, they were trying a lot of things to get some pulses from him or just get some response from him physically. And twice when they played my song, my version of Amazing Grace, the man started moving his fingers, and they sent me a video of that.
Wow.
And Yeah, and this was when he was in coma, and it happened twice for him to respond to my music, and I didn't even know how to respond to that email because it was just super overwhelming for something like that to happen.
Wow,
And
that really is literally one of the best compliments you could ever get. I mean, your
yes,
music makes people feel alive.
yeah,
That is quite
yeah.
amazing. Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, that was just like overwhelming. That I would never forget that.
The next question was the most ridiculous comment you've actually ever received from a troll.
I got a message recently. Recently, that's why it's so fresh in my memory, is because someone saying that I basically posted a video, a picture of cooking kung pao chicken, and somebody just replies on my story saying ki ये तुम क्या क्या खा रही हो आजकल, what are you eating these days, and look at how you were like so cute and so nice in your videos. And he mentioned some video of me like 3 years back, and look at how you look now, like take care of yourself. Like it was such a auntie comment, like kya kar rahi ho aajkal, apna khayal rakho. And I was like, who the hell are you giving me health advices? Hey, look, you're not looking as good as you used to 3 years back. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, so
No, they should come and watch this Zoom video, and they'll see that you actually look pretty great.
thank you, isn't it?
All right. And do you have a special message you want to give out to young, fun women in the country as somebody who's actually made her dreams come true?
Oh, I don't think I've made my dreams come true yet. I mean, my dreams probably will
Most
take
of
a
them.
while.
I mean, I'm sure there's much more to go, but yeah, you're in the process.
Excuse me. Yes, okay, in the process. That's a nice word. So I think what my main advice, or not even advice, like main thing that I would say if I was talking to women like who are like maybe 17, 16, 18, thinking of becoming someone, is like, first is you have to have the courage about doing something that everyone else tells you, or you see everyone else making a big deal out of. Do that, like have the courage to do what you have. And second thing, and the most important thing that every girl should have, is financial independence. Like I think what every woman, whether they want to be famous, whether they want a job or whatever it is that at the end one of your goals besides everything should be that you have to be and you should be financially independent, because that's itself one of your dreams completed, like done. If you have the power to be financially independent, that's like you don't have to really take favors from anyone. And that's the biggest blessing, being a girl, not to take favors. The moment you start taking favors, people will try to take you for a spin. If you don't want that, make sure you have as much control as you can within yourself. So right. I hope I didn't say too much.
Very, very well said, Archy J. And you can't leave us without a little bit of a performance, and so maybe you can take it back and give us a show. That was pretty phenomenal. Archy J, aka the Snake Charmer. Thank you so much for joining me today on Women's Day, celebrating fun young women on indigomusic.com for a fun young India. Thank you once again for being part of this.
Thanks again for having me, and it was such a fun interview. Thanks a lot, Melbourne.
All right, bye-bye, and happy Women's Day once again.
Thank you.
Well, that was Archy J, aka the Snake Charmer, right here on Women's Day. It was a Women's Day special celebrating fun young women on indigomusic.com for a fun young India. Hope you enjoy that conversation. For more such fun content, you know where to be, right here, indigomusic.com. Bye-bye.